What's up, guys? It's Smoshy from youtube.com/Smoshy and twitter.com/xsmoshy. And today I'm going to talk about some of the things you may not know about Rules of Survival. Before we talk about Rules of Survival, we first have to figure out what is Rules of Survival. Rules of Survival was developed by NetEase. It launched on the Google Play Store in November of 2017. As of March 2018, it has gained over 100 million downloads and is currently one of the top-rated games on the Google Play Store. It offers two playable maps, Gilly Island and Fearless Fjord. Gilly Island is 4,000 kilometers by 4,000 kilometers. It offers solo, duo, squads, and fire teams with a max player count of 120 players for solo. Fearless Fjord is 8,000 kilometers by 8,000 kilometers, and it also offers solo, duo, squads, and fire teams. The max player count is 300 for solo and 160 for fire teams. In my last video, I went over some of the things you didn't know about the new map. In that video, I determined that it takes 17.5 minutes to run across the Fearless Fjord map. But what about Gilly Island? Gilly Island is 4,000 meters across, but you can only walk on about 3,500 meters, and that takes 9.5 minutes to run across with your fists out. And what about driving? Assuming that it's a straight shot from the east side of the map to the west, without any hills, trees, water, or other objects getting in your way, it would take 2.5 minutes to drive across Gilly Island at 100 miles per hour. It would take 5 minutes to drive across on Fearless Fjord. There are 8 vehicles in the game that all have their own strengths and weaknesses. I went ahead and tested each vehicle to determine which one is the fastest and which one can absorb the most damage. In terms of the fastest, the winner is the motorcycle. It's the smallest vehicle in the game, so obviously it would be the fastest with a top speed of 101 miles per hour. Its speed may be its strength, but its weakness is its durability. It only has 450 HP or health points, so it can be taken down with relative ease. The slowest vehicle in the game is the hoverboat with a top speed of only 60 miles per hour on both land and water, with only a health pool of 700. The second slowest is a two-way tie between the red SUV and the armed Jeep. They both have a top speed of 76 miles per hour on the road. Driving through the dirt and up hills, however, will bring that number down even further. But where speed is its weakness, it makes up for in durability. The red SUV is one of the most durable in the game with 1,300 HP. The armed Jeep has 1,000 HP. But what surprised me is that neither of them are the most durable. That award goes to the boat. This thing has a massive 1,500 HP health pool, and on top of that, it even goes 100 miles per hour, making it the second fastest vehicle in the game. The last few are the Tuk Tuk with top speed of 90 miles per hour and 650 HP, the Glider with top speed of 99 miles per hour with 124 miles per hour while diving, and only 450 HP. And everyone's favorite blue convertible goes 90 miles per hour and has 830 health points. Did you know that you can eject from the Glider and land on top of hard to reach places? Sniping from the top of the billboard will really catch your enemies off guard. Be on the lookout for interesting buildings that you may be able to reach with the Glider. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you took a boat and drove out as far as you can into the ocean? Well, it's pretty interesting actually. After a certain distance, the water will start to turn white and you'll eventually be teleported back onto the starting island, also known as the preparation area. This is useful if you're stuck on the west side of the map and the circle spawns on the east. There is a breath meter in the game. If you're lying in a pool of water, you'll start losing air. Once your air is depleted, you'll start to drown. Another bit of useful information is that the window glass will block the first bullet. This is perfect for when someone tries to snipe you. If you're the attacker, make sure you break the window with your fists or melee weapon before engaging. Next, we're going to take a look at the melee weapons. If you've ever played Counter-Strike, you probably know that everyone runs faster with a knife.
Everyone runs faster with a knife!
But in Rules of Survival, we have a few different melee weapons to choose from. We have the crowbar, the frying pan, and the rubber chicken. I'm not interested in how much damage they do, but how much faster you run with each melee weapon, and how much faster it is compared to running with your rifle out. This test was performed by setting a marker 100 meters away and using a stopwatch to time how long it takes to run 100 meters with each weapon out. No energy drinks were used in this test. The results were rather shocking. I expected differences between all three of them, but what I found out was that the crowbar, frying pan, and your fists out were all the same speed. It took 16.5 seconds to run 100 meters. With the rubber chicken out, it only took 14 seconds to run 100 meters. This means that if you have to run 500 meters to get into the circle, you'll make it there 12.5 seconds faster than if you had any other melee weapon out. But what about running with your rifle? This one was also a surprise. Running 100 meters with your standard rifle out only took 17 seconds. I had to test this a few times because I couldn't believe it. So running with your fists out is only 0.5 seconds faster than if you had your gun unholstered. So the next time you make a run for the circle, it may just be faster and safer to run with your gun out if you don't have a rubber chicken on hand. Speaking of rubber chickens, the frying pan and the rubber chicken blocks bullets. Not only that, but it actually does more damage than the AKM. Is there anything that this chicken can't do? There are two types of landmines in Rules of Survival: anti-vehicle and anti-personnel. The anti-vehicle mines do exactly as the name implies. They explode when you drive over them with your vehicle. The anti-personnel mines are actually claymores that will detonate when you walk in front of the sensor. There will be two red lines showing you the range of the sensors. A good way to tell the difference when looking at the map is that the red line on the road are anti-vehicle mines, and the red circle with the mine in the middle is anti-personnel. The anti-vehicle mines have a big red circle on the ground showing you the range of the mines. Drive into the range and it will detonate. But what's interesting to know is you can actually walk on top of the mine and even shoot it without it exploding. But don't think that means you can drive over the claymores. Those things will wreck your day. And that about wraps it up. There's so many things you can do in this game that has yet to be discovered. If you find anything useful, feel free to share it in the comments down below. Until next time, I'm Smoshy, and don't forget the rules of survival.